much can you take from what you did in Washington to this week, building momentum and those kinds of things offensively?
Got to keep grinding, man. We got to keep making these routine plays and, again, stand above the sticks. I mean, it ain't always going to be pretty. You ain't going to always have the most explosive plays. But the key is to get the ball in the end zone, and whoever ends up with the most points obviously wins. So for us, continuing to figure out ways to move the ball and obviously keep 10 back there comfortable and, I mean, running some concepts, just getting everybody open.
What does it say about your offense? You had two young guys at guard. You in and out left tackle, and you guys were still able to get some production.
Yeah, they did a great job. We were behind them all game, and obviously going into the game, we knew that we were going to run the ball. So just trusting our linemen, no matter who it is. Obviously, we missed the key pieces that was in there, Zach, T. Smith, guys of that nature. But obviously, we got to play as a unit, and we're all together. So building that confidence in the guys that's coming up, having them be themselves, and play the game that they've always played.
How healthy is the shoulder, and how much pride do you take going out there each week banged up and still giving it your all?
Man, I'm banged up. I ain't gonna even lie to you, and that's just what it is, bro. It's that time of the year in the season. So I ain't gonna get no specifics, but yeah, no, we straight. But as far as for me, man, the pride is unbelievable. I'm willing to do whatever to go out there and have my presence felt. And if it's, not so much if it's not, but with me being out there, I feel like the guys are more comfortable and they're able to play as confident and as fast as they want, knowing they'll get the looks that they want. And man, I'm all for the team winning, as you can if you can't tell by now.
Is there things you can't do?
Is there things I can't do?
Yeah,
nah, I plan on, and I'm not saying that obviously on no cocky stuff. It's just I train to be in any kind of position. Obviously some be a little bit unfortunate or like triple teamed or double teamed, but you can't really train for those, obviously. But as far as conditioning and running the routes and getting open and blocking and
taking handoffs
all
when
that,
you're banged up.
all of it, yeah, it's tough. But bro, I love the game of sport. I love who I play for. I love who I'm doing it for. I love everything that the game has to offer. So with that, I'm giving it full-fledged.
Is this as banged up as you've been
Yeah,
in your time?
For sure. This is definitely one of the toughest years, as for me, body-wise. But that ain't stopping nothing. That's for sure.
Do you learn to tolerate this kind of short week, or do you learn how to deal with it?
You gotta not so much deal with it. You gotta learn how to approach it. And obviously we had a Monday night, then a Sunday night, and now a Thursday night. So with that, you gotta have the right preparation, right team around you to continue to put your body back together after you beat it up Sunday or whatever the case may be. So as for me, just preparing the right way, taking care of my body, doing everything that I need to do to feel as fresh as possible.
What can you take from Cooper Rush? He had his best game since coming in and playing for Dak. What can you take from that going forward?
I've seen him do it plenty of times. I played a couple seasons with him now, so I'm very familiar with what he does back there and how comfortable he is. And as for me, I literally got to just do my job, and that's to continue to stay open, have him have that confidence that he's going to have a guy that's open regardless. And yeah, man, I just want him comfortable back there so he can play the game that he wants to play and have those 200, 2 touchdowns, 250, if you will, type games. And, those are confidence boosters, and they're good for his mental, obviously going into the week after.
Luke's touchdown came when you were double-teamed. Terp's touchdown against Houston came when you were double-teamed. How much pride do you kind of take when you see guys get wide open and you've been double-teamed on that?
I love it. And I can't preach it enough here. I tell the guys, make them guard me. If you're going to give me one-on-one, that's cool. Let me do what I got to do. And then at some point, they're going to bring another guy. And then y'all take over. Y'all are one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? And I know when I first came in, obviously I had Coop and MG, so they couldn't double-team anybody. And I took it as disrespect, so I kind of told those guys, bro, if they're double teaming me, bro, take it as disrespect. They feel like their guy can guard y'all, one-on-one with no help. It's crazy. So for that, man, I'm happy for the guys, man. I'm always happy. I'm, if not the happiest, as you see when Terp scores, bro, I'm ecstatic.
Speaking of crazy, with everything that's happened here this year, we know why you're playing, to win.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're leading the league in receptions with everything this team has been through, how surprised are you by that?
You just surprised me. I didn't know that. Man, I'm here to work every week. I put my best foot forward. Thank God for every opportunity, and obviously I lay it all on the line for those guys. And it shows through my play. I don't really do too much talking when I'm out there on the field, but That's a good feeling.
Turk, one of the fastest guys you've ever played with?
Turpin Hollywood. I played with some fast guys now.
Right, that's yeah. Because he was saying that on the return, you guys were talking about how fast he was going to go. So when you saw the final number, were you surprised by that, the 21?
Nah. We got some times in this room. I will say, but like as for Turp, that's a regular day for him.
Jerry had some comments about Mike McCarthy and his, possibly getting a new contract in the offseason. What do you think about just the job that McCarthy's done, especially given how crazy a season this has been?
It's definitely had his ups and downs, but as for McCarthy, he's a coach, a player's coach. We all love him. Everything that he does for the team, and as far as leading us, just having the confidence and everything that he's willing to put on the line for us, we love every bit of it. So as for Jerry and all those situations, they ain't got nothing to do with me. Don't try to put me in it. But I love Mike, that's for sure.
Thanks, CeeDee.
Appreciate it.